I've decided to analyse these adverts as most of them are for bands that are alternative rock or heavy rock bands. Their genre of music is extremely similar to the band whose song My Group and I are using for our own music video. Therefore, I have used these adverts to analyse to get a good idea of what my magazine advert should look like in order for it to appeal to my target market. Firstly, I've decided to analyse Green Day's Wake Me Up When September Ends magazine advert. The first thing you notice is the medium shot of one of the band members at the right hand side of the advert. The shot is of him with a microphone, a musical instrument usually associated with rock music, as lead singers in bands use them on stage and in music videos as props. The band member has his head tilted up, which works the same as a high angled shot as it shows the band member in a very powerful light. This is also shown through the use of the text beside him, as although it is on the page, it doesn't overlap his face, showing that he is motivated at the editing and that he is the most powerful and important thing on the advert. In addition, the text is white, which usually signifies purity and innocence. However, it is made to look quite violent and careless by the typeface. The band's name is very thick, bold and narrow, and the name of the album is the complete opposite, as it is quite messy. This is associated with alternative rock music, and there are not really patterns in it, and it is usually portrayed through the lyrics and props in the videos as quite careless as well. The text takes up the top half of the advert. I could use this in my own advert to ensure the target market knows straight away what the genre is. At the bottom half of the screen, a slightly transparent black box has been placed to make the text and images overlapping it pop out. At the same time, it doesn't completely overshadow the main image, showing again that the band member is the most important thing on the screen. The box is split in half with a red line down the middle, and some of the text is also red. Not only does this stand out as being the only bright colours on the page, but red is also associated with alternative rock music. This is because it holds connotations of anger, aggression and love, which are common themes in alternative rock music videos and song lyrics. Lastly, the images are far smaller than the main one, and the text fills up most of the space, showing that they are still less important than the main image. The second magazine advert I'm going to analyse is Foal's Holy Fire. I've decided to analyse this advert as while they are an alternative rock band, the advert is extremely different to the first one I analysed. Firstly, the image takes up the entire space. While this did happen in the first analysis, it was blocked out with boxes to make the text above them pop. This is not done here, as there is a very small amount of text on the page showing that the image is extremely important and most likely linked to the band or the album. It's a long shot of the sea with horses and riders in it. This image looks very staged in comparison to the first analysis, which looks like someone had taken a simple picture of the band performing one of their songs. The name of the band and the album are very large, showing that they are also important. In addition, the underlining of the words shows that they have great significance, as there are names of the band and the album cover. The image has been edited to be quite warm colours. This isn't usually done with alternative rock adverts, as they are usually quite harsh colours, like red. This makes the overall advert seem quite calm. It is, however, still made to look quite powerful and harsh though, through the size and boldness of the writing. In addition, the band's name is far larger than the album name and the details of the dates. The album information is still large in comparison to the first analysis I did, however it is more brown than black, meaning it doesn't stand out as much as the band name and the album name. There are also small vertical lines next to the information. These are used to put the information in its own space, similar to the use of the boxes in the first analysis. However, it does not draw any attention away from the image or the text. I could use this in my magazine advert to show what things on the page are separate from the rest of the information. This magazine advert is very similar to what I wanted ours to look like. It is very clearly an alternative rock album advert from the text, image and colours that have been used. The first thing you notice about this advert is the name of the band, as it is in bold, narrow red writing. It takes up the entire width of the advert and is centred on the page. I will use this technique on my own advert because taking up the entire width of the advert makes the text seem extremely important in comparison to the other information on the page. It also makes it look like it's important, as the image of the band also takes up the entire width of the page. The image of the band takes up the top half of the advert and is high-angled medium shot of the band looking very casual in what seems to be a hotel room. This makes the image seem like it was taken on the spot rather than being posed and edited like adverts 2 and 3. It includes all of the band, which I haven't seen yet, but this is also what I'd want for my own advert, to show the whole band, as it makes them seem very important. Under the name of the band is the band members' signatures. This makes the advert seem quite personalised and casual for the audience, almost like the band has signed it for them. This is common with most genres, as at concerts many artists will sign copies of CDs or merchandise for the fans. Further down the advert, the image fades into a white background, which makes the red and black text in the foreground stand out. The dates of the concerts are in black at the left side of the page, and the large red writing on the right side of the page are the locations the tour is taking place. Using this technique means the advert straight away looks like a rock band, as the majority of rock band merchandise, for example posters, will have this format. Lastly, there is also a small amount of information at the bottom right side of the screen with phone numbers and small images of the band. This allows the audience to get in contact to book tour dates, so the advert is very useful in comparison to analysis 2 and 3, as it gives a lot of information.